Hi everyone and welcome to a brand new studio vlog in my new space. It feels like forever since I've done a proper studio vlog because the last few videos have been unboxings or me showing you the process of setting up my office, doing the office tour. So it's the first time that I'm showing you sitting down actually working in this new space. If you've missed the very in-depth tour, I will link it here, everywhere. But it feels good to be sitting down and working in this space. Had a few days where I've not really felt so well, migraines, low mood, like not feeling good, but I feel like I'm coming out the other side and I can really like sit down and knuckle down and achieve stuff in this new space. And yeah, I'm gonna stop saying it feels good. Basically, TLDR, feels good. So this week, I wanna do a lot of kind of admin-y tasks that are really crucial to running my shop that just never get done. So yesterday I went through my Shopify and my Etsy and I printed off 2 lists for each. The first one was product sales for this year by item, so I can see so far in 2023 how many of each item have I sold. I think I've got a pretty good sense of what are my good sellers, but I want to see what's consistently selling on Shopify and on Etsy, because what I've noticed is that the audience for each seems to be very different. So on my Shopify, I don't sell many planet inserts, which is what I started with. My very first products were planet inserts. I don't sell many on my Shopify. They don't really fit with the self-care theme that I've got going on across the rest of the website. Whereas on Etsy, the bulk of my sales is planet inserts and less of other things, and individual stickers, but less of other things. So I want to be looking at what's selling on each and whether I should maybe change it up across the board, change what's on Etsy versus what's on Shopify, and have a real look at it. And the second lot of lists I printed off were products that have had no sales so far in 2023 for my Etsy and for my Shopify. I'm pleased to say that it was much shorter for Shopify, so there aren't many products on there that aren't selling at all. But there might be some that are having really low sales and it's not really worth it. But particularly for Etsy, because I pay per listing, I pay those listing fees and they keep being renewed. If I'm paying listing fees on items that never sell, I need to either look at the keywords and tags and see, like, is it just not coming up in search for people? Or if it's that people are looking at it but they're not buying, perhaps it just needs to go. And I've kind of got a hunch that planner inserts might stay on Etsy and less of everything else. And then the bulk of my self-care stuff will actually be in my own store. And I just keep Etsy for planner inserts. But I really want to dig into those spreadsheets and look at the numbers and see what's actually working and what's not, because I think so often as a small business owner, it's only you and you're just constantly on this treadmill of trying to churn out new things, keep going, keep everything afloat. It's like spinning plates, and like you feel like you're doing well with one and another one drops, and this is the kind of thing that drops. So I'm gonna sit down now and have a look and see what we can actually learn from it. So I've done it. I've got my trusty notepad and I've made a page in my notepad, one for Etsy and one for Shopify, kind of summarising what I learned. So I think my hunches were right, really, in terms of what was selling where, but it was interesting to really look at it and look at individual items within the categories. On Etsy, the best seller is my planner inserts, like I thought, but there are specific ones that sell well. And in terms of stickers, it tends to be my neurodiversity based ones that sell the best on Etsy, but it's not huge numbers. My income on Etsy is about a quarter of what I bring in on Shopify, which I am glad about because over the last couple of years I've managed to kind of switch that balance, whereas originally all my income was coming through Etsy. I'm having a lot more people come to my shop, which is what I wanted, and I think the people that are finding me on Etsy are finding me through planner inserts, and then maybe they might come on to purchase from me direct. Maybe not. It'd be interesting to have a look, but that would be more of a big job. In terms of Etsy, things like washi, planner cards, key rings, enamel pins, postcards, they're all low numbers or no sold, like nothing sold at all. Nothing other than planner inserts has brought in more than £50 this year, like no category of product. And the revenue for Etsy has been decreasing every month since January, and it's now really, really low. Overall, I think I'm going to really strip back my Etsy store to mostly just planner inserts and the ones that do well, because I don't particularly want to keep paying listing fees for items that aren't selling. And so I think I might just strip it back to having a real bare bones Etsy shop. But part of me just thinks, is it worth it overall? Like, do I bother putting any of my new products on there moving forward? Because when I'm listing my products, it's a hell of a lot of work to keep listing them in different places because nothing really syncs up. So I've got to list everything on my Shopify for my website. I've got to list everything on Etsy. Got to list it on various wholesale platforms. Like, I am redoing the same task all over the place, and it's not a good use of time if I'm not really getting sales. So I need to make a decision, and I'm inclined to strip my Etsy shop back to a few inserts that do well, a few stickers that do well, sticker sheets, and then maybe experiment with changing the keywords on a few of my key items that do well on Shopify, like pins and stuff, and then look at it in a couple of months and see if there's been any change to those. If there hasn't, then just strip it back. But I am inclined at some point to just close it. Yeah, it's one of those big decisions, isn't it? But in terms of my Shopify, it's completely different. So planner inserts are only 4% of my sales in terms of revenue, and it's kind of a smattering of one of these, one of these, one of these. There's no like definite seller out of those. I'm inclined to just take those off the website, to be honest, or at least strip it back to just the ones that are clearly self-care related. But my hunch is take them off. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Planner cards are another one. They're less than 1% of sales. So I have some little habit tracker cards that have never done well. And I also have my mini desk calendars, which, to be fair, sell better in shops. And this is the thing, is like, it's knowing your products and what sells in different environments. Because I'm selling on Etsy, on Shopify, to businesses wholesale, in shops on a kind of sale or return basis, and at events. And different things do better in different places. And understanding that, I know, for example, what to take to events, what to focus my kind of website sales on, what products do well for wholesale, and maybe I do more of those and like promote those more to wholesalers. And it will stop this kind of listing everything in 4 or 5 places. I just don't want to do that. And also creating items that aren't doing well across the board. So I'm going to keep my little desk calendars in the run up to Christmas to sell in shops, but I'm not going to push it much online. Washi sales are also quite low, and I love making washi tapes, but I don't think people necessarily come to me for washi tapes. Or maybe they've not been the right designs, because I would still like to try more washi tapes moving forward, so I need to have a think about that. But my top sellers on my website are enamel pins, notepads and planners, like journals, stickers and sticker sheets, which isn't surprising me, but I was really pleased to see that. And I've kind of broken down which sticker sheets do better, which stickers do better. And I can see there's like a common theme running through them, or a type of product. And so I'm going to think about doing more of those. And I can see the other ones, like if that type of sticker sheet, for example, isn't a good seller for me, I'm not going to design anymore. So yeah, I've got some really, I'm not going to go through absolutely everything I learned, obviously, because it's only specific to my shop. And what people might come to me for, but I've found some really, really useful insights in there that will help me when putting future collections together, and I'm really excited about that. One reason this is kind of vital, that I also understand what's selling and what's not, is because I've decided that I am going to move to getting my stickers and my sticker sheets manufactured. I have had a lot of fallouts with my silhouette, and yesterday I dropped it on my foot and broke the lid off, and it still works, but it takes up so much time printing and cutting stickers, the waste of materials when things aren't cutting properly. I find it really difficult. So I think I've kind of got to the point where I can make it work with getting quantities of stickers manufactured. I'm nervous to make that kind of flip, but I really wanted to understand which stickers were selling and which weren't, because I'm not gonna invest in getting stickers manufactured if the designs aren't selling in bigger quantities. I might just retire them from the shop. So what is going to be coming is a big sale of my current stickers and sticker sheets in their current format. So whatever I've got left, I don't know whether to just put them on sale or do mystery bags. So if you've got a preference, put them in the comments below. I'm going to be getting rid of absolutely all stickers and sticker sheets in this current format. The timing of that depends on when I can get the stickers to come, and then I'm just going to start fresh with the newly formatted stickers. There'll probably be a different price as well, so I need to look into that, but that's going to be coming, as well as looking at other items in the shop and just selling off what stock I've got if they're not good sellers. We're going to have a sale or mystery bags or whatever you choose. Let me know below, and we're just going to clear the way for some new designs, which I'm very excited about. Hi, so it's a brand new day, and I've had a busy morning this morning doing jobs for September's Patreon rewards. I've been rounding out all the things I need to get done for August and starting for September, so that I can get all nicely ahead of schedule before this launch. I like to try and batch tasks together, so yeah, I've had a super productive Patreon morning, and now this afternoon I've had an exciting delivery that I want to share with you, so let's have a look. Did it. This is like pass the parcel. I got in the middle. That was a lot of unwrapping. Well, there's a little bit more unwrapping. Okay, so I have got a restock, finally, of my spinner rings. Oh look, I've got mine on. Let's have a look. I've got mine on. And it's got a little buddy now. So I designed these spinner rings and I released them at the Southwest Planner Club event in July, and they flew off the shelves. They were super popular, but I did have some teething problems with just a few in the first batch, not huge numbers. So I asked my manufacturer to take another look at the rings and at the designs, and it's definitely a fine balance with spinner rings, with tightening everything as tight as possible so it's going to all stay together for the longest time, but also if you tighten it too tight then it loses the spin mechanism. So it's definitely a balancing act, but I asked them to look again at the design for me, and they did. And they have sent me a new batch. So I've got a restock of these finally. So what I plan to do, I didn't think they would actually be here this week. I thought they would be next week at the earliest. So I'm going to release these along with the Self-Care Cosmetics collection. I'm going to restock them at the same time. So I need to get these in their ring boxes and in their lovely packaging. And I also need to get the pins on their backing cards. It definitely feels a little bit strange this time around for this launch because I've had the pins since the very end of June because I was meant to take them with me to Stationery Fest on the 1st of July, but they came too late. So I've actually had them for like a whole month before launching them. No, we're talking about 2 months before launching them, which is, yeah, unheard of. So I was able to take pictures well in advance and like schedule all my social media stuff, get all the listings done on my website and, like I said at the beginning of this vlog, in the various places that they go. And so that's all done in advance. I'd usually be doing that like right up to the wire and getting things, kind of tweaking listings. The only thing I've got left to do is I update my homepage on the day with the, like, put the new pins on the homepage. But everything else is ready to go except for getting these pins on their backing cards. So I think I'm gonna put some YouTube on and watch some lovely videos while I stand and box these rings and get the pins on their backing cards and do a whole bunch of packaging items. So let me take you with me. So yesterday I only managed to get the rings done. I did not start on the pins. This morning I've been to have my nails done. I've got happy yellow nails with a little bee. So what I need to do is take some new pictures of the rings. I know this sounds silly, but I was waiting until I got my nails done because if it's like a close-up picture and my nails are really grown out and horrible, I didn't want that to be on the pictures. But I need to do that. But a parcel's arrived. I don't know what it is, so let's open that first. I've still got yesterday's rubbish here, but let's see what this is. All I can think is that it might be the restock of my Positive Pants washi and some pins, but I didn't know they'd ship that yet, or maybe I did. Oh, I don't know, I've lost track. The outside of the box is giving me no clues. Well, there's some washi tapes here. But they don't look like my washi tape. Okay. There's some samples in the top of other products. Interesting. have to have a look in there. Yes, samples. Samples. Oh, and then what's this? Oh, it's just a sticker. And then, oh, okay. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, I was going to say, where's the rest of my washi tapes? Okay. Woohoo! Exciting. Let's bring you in a bit. So, we've got a restock of the Positive Pants washi because I've just cut that top one. These sold out quite quickly before and I haven't got any left. I love the packaging. I just love this packaging. Oh, the colours are so lovely and bright. Let me show you. There we go. Look, the colours are so bright. And it says time to pop on your Positive Pants. And there's all these little washing lines of different pairs of pants. And I just think they're super, super, super cute. So even though I literally just said earlier in the video that washi tapes aren't selling as well, this one did sell. And so I've restocked it. So we'll see whether that is a mistake or not. We'll see how quickly they sell. So I've got my washies. And then, oh my God, I can't even cope. I can't even cope. Okay, let me show you this first and then I'll save the best for last. I have restocked. This is the third restock of this pin. No, sorry, the second restock. So it's the third batch of these pins. It's my one day at a time pin. It's the first pin I ever designed with one of my favourite like mantra affirmations on. I use it all the time. It's on this lovely shiny gold pin and it's a 1-inch pin. So this is the size I started doing them. And now I've gone a bit bigger with my pin designs, but this one is so cute that I wanted to keep it at 1 inch. So I need to order some more backing cards for these, but I haven't got any left actually in the stock. So I'm going to put these on the website ready for tomorrow's launch as well. I'll be able to restock those, which is super exciting. And then let me take you over to my other desk because, oh, I've got something to show you that is so exciting. I decided to bring the things to you rather than you to the things. These are the pins that are launching tomorrow. So these are what I need to put on the backing cards because I've only actually got these on the backing card so far just for me to take pictures, which I've done. There are these 4. So we have the bullshit repellent pin, the ultimate protection from verbal pollution. It's got a little poop emoji behind like the no, whatever you call it, like the symbol for no. And then we've got the power perfume, so a real symbol of kind of strength and solidarity. And it says get a spritz of strength. And it's like an old styly perfume bottle. Old styly, you know what I mean. Then we've got the mood boosting mascara, which might be my favourite, but my favourite changes. It's got this cute little smiley sun on the lid, just like shining its rays. And it says lifts your spirits and your lashes sky high. And then we've got the Pick Me Up palette, which is definitely the most special in this collection because it's a hinged pin and it opens to an eyeshadow palette, which I just think is so cool. And I went for glittery colours, and if you can see with the light shining on it, they represent different things that you might need for the day. So joy, energy, calm and hope. And there's like a little applicator there and it just closes down and it's called the Pick Me Up palette. So I love those. And then there are going to be 10 of these available where you can get the whole collection for basically 4 for the price of 3. And there'll only be 10 of these available on the larger backing card, so they're limited edition. I won't bring those out again, but if you're looking to get the whole collection, they're a real bargain. I imagine by the time this vlog goes up, these will be sold out, but the entire collection individually would be £40, and this is £31. And patrons can also use their discounts on these. So patrons get 20 or 25% off depending on their tier. And so if you're a patron grabbing one of these bundles, it's even more cost effective. I think it brings the cost down to like £25 or something. So yeah, amazing. And I was also out of stock of the pin that inspired this collection, which was my self-doubt remover, also in the first batch of pins I ever created. Let me get an original one. So I have only got 2 of these left in the shop, and they're currently in the sale section at 50% off. And it says self-doubt remover. It contains instant confidence boost. And if you can see, the white is like a glittery where the cream would be. So this kind of cosmetic style pin was what kind of sparked an idea for this new collection. And so because I was sold out of these and they are quite a popular pin, what I thought I would do is tweak the design and tie it in with this new range. So I can't believe these are here in time. Oh my goodness. So, oh, but I haven't got the backing cards in time. I'll have to ponder that. But I haven't opened this yet, but oh, I can see in the packaging, it's so beautiful. I can't. Also, if you are a Barbie fan, like, I'm loving anything hot pink right now after seeing the Barbie movie. It's just reminded me why I love everything hot pink. So I have had the self-doubt remover pin remade to match the rest of the collection. So I've taken the hot pink from this collection, which is just coincidental that I'd chosen hot pink with the Barbie movie because I ordered these ages ago. But if you can see, like next to the mascara, for example, bringing the same colours in. So this will be kind of like a mini pin that coordinates with the collection. It'll be on one of the mini backing cards, with it being a smaller pin. But what I plan to do is redesign the backing card and make it match these, make it be a Self-Care Cosmetics branded backing card. I mean, they all still say on them, obviously, Plan, Inspire, Create. It's not like Self-Care Cosmetics as the actual brand, it's just the collection name. But I'm so excited that I kind of thought to do that and tie it in. So I will be designing that backing card. Had I known they were going to come in time, I would have redesigned it in advance and had it arrive. But it's not going to arrive by the time the launch is tomorrow now. So I'm like, oh, I can't really take a picture on the backing card. I could do a mock-up. I have to explore whether I can do a mock-up or not, but I think right now I need to get more of these pins on their backing cards so that we actually have things to send people, because I also need to get them sent out to the shops that I'm stocked in so that they have the new collection too. So let's do some packaging. I did it! it was 200 pins. I have learnt a lesson, and that is next time, considering I had them way in advance, I should have spread that out over a number of days because my back is absolutely in agony, as is my thumb. But let me show you. So you can see on my shelves, I've got all 4 of the pins here. So there's the eyeshadow palette, bullshit remover, power perfume, and mood boosting mascara. And then up here in this little tub here are the 10 limited edition collection on the special collection card, so they're all ready for tomorrow. And then over here I have got ready pins on the backing cards and spinner rings for the 2 shops that I'm stocked in, so there's all of these as well. So I've done 8 of each pin for the smaller shop that I'm stocked in and 12 of each pin for the bigger shop that I'm stocked in. So something that I didn't really consider, because when I ordered these it wasn't the case, is that now being stocked in 2 shops, I probably really need to increase the number of pins that I'm ordering initially, which would also help bring the price down, so that's no bad thing, because obviously I had 50 of each pin. I had to take some out for seconds that I wasn't 100% happy with, and then I did a split of 20 pins between the 2 shops, so 8 in the smaller one and 12 in the bigger one, which isn't very many. And then the 10 in the limited edition collection, I can't remember if I just said that, so with the 4 on one card, and then that only left 20 maximum if there weren't any seconds, and there was 1 or 2, so I've got about 18 of each pin individually, which isn't loads. So I probably need to be thinking about restocking them. It'll be interesting to see how the launch goes and like what's most popular, but that probably is something I need to think about moving forward. It's a bit of a gamble because, like I was saying earlier in the vlog about how some of my items have sold better than others, I don't want to order a huge number of a pin design and then they don't sell, but equally I don't want to like have the first weekend and then there's no more pins, and then the shops that I'm stocked in are saying give us some more pins, we need more pins, and I haven't got any. So it'll be interesting to see how this weekend goes, but that's maybe something I need to keep an eye on moving forward. But when I placed this order, I didn't know I was going to be stocked in a second shop, and it's only really just dawning on me now that I'm kind of divvying it up between the 2. So that's where I am. I'm going to get this backing card design for the self-doubt remover pin and then get these packages for the shops all packaged up and ready to go tomorrow. So tomorrow is launch day. As you're watching this, it will be Tuesday and the launch will have happened on Friday. So if you want to have a look at any of the pins, you can go over to my website at planinspirecreate.com. I'll link it down below. You can see if there's any of the bundle offer left, or you can shop the pins individually. And don't forget that, like I said, patrons get between 20 and 25% off, depending on what tier they're in. So if you're looking to place an order of a few pins, it might work out cheaper to join the Patreon to get the discount code, if that makes sense. If you don't want to stay in the Patreon after the first month, you don't have to. You're not tied in for any length of time, but in the meantime, you can check out the community and see what other rewards are there and all the things we're up to, and you'll get that discount off your order. So I thought it was worth mentioning it. And when I come back next week, I will record a vlog of how the shop launch went and keep you updated. So please like it if you liked the video. Let me know what you think about the stickers, whether I should do a big sticker sale or whether I should do like mystery grab bags. Let me know your preferences in the comment below, and I will see you next week for another video. Bye everyone!